We got a lot of new content to go over today, a lot of new 99 overalls, including some new threads cards. After the deadline came and went and we didn't get any of these, I wasn't sure if we would, but we have them today. We have a collection update for the new threads. We also have a Conquest and a Showdown where we can earn 7 more cards in there. We have the multiplayer drop 2. We got double PXP going on right now. We also have the first August Spotlight program, so we got a lot to go over. We should be covering it all in this video. As always, hey, drop a like and subscribe for daily videos. Over 8 years of daily videos in a row. And in the comment section, who are you most excited for? What do you think of these new cards? I think the best place to start is probably going to be the programs tab. I think we're going to start with the new thread stuff, then go to the spotlight stuff later on. We'll check the pack store, everything like that as well. But let's see, new threads 2.0, the trade deadline, starting with some 97s. We're going to see some XP in here as well. Chris Paddock, starting pitcher for the Tigers to start us off. 4-seam, circle change, slider, 12-6 curve, and a cutter. 98 hits per 9, only 90 pitching clutch, but we see that velo in the top right. Control looking insane for him. He's got actually really good control up in the top right. And then the pitch break, not too bad besides the slider. He also has breakout liar for the 97 Paddock. 3,000 XP, Cabrian Hayes. Am I the only one that still is so surprised the Pirates traded him? But he's got 117 contact versus righties, 103 versus lefties, 80 and 70 for the power numbers, 100 vision, max clutch, max fielding, max reaction, 92 arm accuracy with 73 arm strength, 63 speed for him. No quirks for this 97 new threads, Cabrian Hayes. 3,000 more XP. Our final 97 from the program is going to be Griffin Jack's relief pitcher. I feel like reliever 97s are always better than the position players of the same overall, but he's got 100 hits per 9, only 92 pitching clutch, sweeper, circle change, 4-seam, sinker, and a cutter. That velo up in the top right. We see the control in the top right looking insane, man. Control's looking really good for him. And then the pitch break, pretty good besides the sinker. The cutter, not amazing either. Night players, stopper, and a homebody for Griffin Jacks. 3,000 more XP. Our first 98 of the day, at least in the program. We got Josh Naylor, first baseman, also plays right field, now on the Mariners. 119 and 105 for his contact numbers, 91 and 78 for the power numbers. Definitely better versus righties. 104 vision, 109 clutch, 70 fielding for him, 30 speed, but he has 99 stealing. Interesting. I wonder if that's how his live series card too is. I would assume no, but I'm really not sure. He's got 3,000 XP at 80 points. Merrill Kelly, our final 98 in the program at 90 points. Starting pitcher, he's got a circle change, 4-seam, cutter, sinker, and a slider. A lot of these guys, I think all the pitchers we've seen so far have higher hits per 9 than pitching clutch, which is not something I personally like. He's got the velo in the top right on his pitch mix looking solid. Control, a lot of these guys having really good control today. And then the break maxed out for him on the circle change and the cutter. He also has break outlier, 4,000 XP, 4,000 XP, 99. Ryan McMahon at 120 points. Third baseman also plays second. 111 contact versus righties, 101 versus lefties. 100 power versus lefties, max versus righties. Only 64 vision, but 105 clutch, 94 fielding, 93 reaction, a mid-arm, 79-80, maybe a little bit above average, I guess, but 56 speed for this Ryan McMahon. 5,000 XP and 130 points. The new Threads 2.0 pack at 140 points. We're going to take a look at all of these guys here in a little bit. A lot of cards. We're probably seeing the most cards today dropped here in the new Threads pack. And then 5,000 XP plus Cedric Mullins. 99 overall center fielder. Bats left, throws left, 102 and 118 for his contact numbers. He has 115 and 104 for his power numbers. 82 vision, 112 clutch, 88 fielding, 74 reaction, 76 arm strength with 65 accuracy, 83 speed. Pinch hitter among some other quirks for Cedric Mullins. It's weird seeing him in a Mets uniform, man, but that's going to be other cards from the program. Before we check out how you earn progress in the program, before we check out the new Ryan Helsley, the new diamonds from the Conquest map, before we check out the new diamonds from the collection, let's just go ahead while we're here. Let's take a look at the new Threads 2.0 pack, and let's go from right to left, from lowest overall to highest. Not going to spend a ton of time on the 97s here, but slurve, 4-seam, sinker, circle change, cutter. He's got max pitching clutch, though, for only 94 hits per 9. We see the velo in the top right. Control kind of just gets worse from top to bottom. Pitch break maxed down on 3 of his 5 pitches. 97 on the 4-seam, but only 69 break on that cutter, but he does have breakout liar and pickoff artist for this Charlie Morton. Randall Grichuk on the Royals now. Outfield card, right field primary, 112 and 101 for the contact numbers, 100 power versus righties with 120 versus lefties, 90 vision, 103 clutch, only 62 fielding and 60 reaction, though with 63 speed. Not going to be amazing, but he is a pinch hitter for that 97 Grichuk. Dustin May, starting pitcher card, sweeper, sinker, four-seam cutter. I bet you're going to see a lot of people using him as kind of a budget beast. We can see the velo in the top right, control in the top right, not too amazing, but with the break maxed down on the sweeper and the sinker, and the velo that he has, weights. Oh, I don't know what. I guess I assumed that Dustin May would have outlier. Maybe not. Maybe you won't see people using him. Now, Tyler Rogers, a 97 overall Tyler Rogers, sinker, slider, four-seam, 121 hits per nine, 119 pitching clutch. He could be disgusting, especially on the higher difficulties. That velo is so low, the control is so high, and the pitch break maxed down on the sinker for him. Night player homebody for this Tyler Rogers. Probably going to be seeing a lot of people use him, as well as maybe this Andrew Chafin, which we'll get to in a second. But Ahmed Rosario, third, second short right fielder. Max contact versus lefties, 97 and 98 for the power numbers. 58 fielding at third, but he does play second short and right. 67 reaction, 63 speed, a pinch hitter. A lot of pinch hitters in today's drop so far. Mike Soroka, the final 97 starter of the day, at least from the program in the pack. Four-seam slurve, circle change, and a sinker. We see the velo in the top right. Control in the top right looking solid. Pitch break maxed out for 2 of his 4 pitches. No quirks for Mike Soroka. I don't know about y'all, but I am a big Andrew Chafin fan in MLB The Show. One of my favorite lefty relievers. This is a 97 version, so obviously not going to be good as a 99 would, but 97 still should be good. I feel like 97 relievers are better than the position players of the same overall. 121 hits per nine, max pitching clutch, slider, sinker, four-seam, circle change. I like the pitch mix. We see the velo in the top right. A decent change in speeds, I suppose. The control not looking amazing. Pitch break maxed down on the slider. So I'll see how he plays. Not looking the best in just the top right velo, control, and break, but I do like Andrew Chafin cards. Now for the 98s. Ooh, Greg Soto, another lefty reliever. Max hits per nine, strikeouts per nine. Only 112 pitching clutch. He's got a sinker, slider, four-seam, sweeper, and a splitter. Good pitch. 5-pitch mix for a reliever is going to be good. That velo in the top right looking nasty. Control is where he struggles. That's why I don't really use Greg Soto cards, is because of the control, but he does have max break on that sinker and that four-seam, and he also has outlier on his sinker. Now, a few more 98s before we get to the 99s. Harrison Bader, former Cardinal, now on the Phillies. 112 and 100 for the contact numbers. 90 power versus righties with 111 versus lefties. 70 vision, 100 clutch, 96 fielding, 84 speed. Dude, I might have to use Harrison Bader. Even though he's only a 98, I want to give him a try. I want to give Harrison Bader a try as a Cardinals fan. I would love to try him out, see how he does. Ryan O'Hearn, second to last 98 in here. 108 and 100 for the contact numbers. 102 power versus righties. Only 76 versus lefties. 91 fielding for him, though, at first. You could put him at left or right field, but with 58 arm strength, I'm not sure if you would want to do that. Another pinch hitter, unfazed and dead red are pretty nice. Let's see, Camilo Doval, a 98 reliever. Slider, cutter, sinker, max hits per nine and pitching clutch. The velo in the top right. Control, scary. But he's got 99 break. He's got 99 velo. Cutters at 86. Slider and sinker are maxed down on the break. And he has outlier on his cutter. That cutter is going to be disgusting. It's going to be nasty. He's going to be nasty. Now for the 99s. We're starting with Shane Bieber, 99 overall starting pitcher, now on the Blue Jays. 104 hits per nine, 110 pitching clutch, four-seam slider, circle change, knuckle curveball, and a cutter. The velo in the top right. Control in the top right's insane. That should be really, really good for Shane Bieber. The pitch break, pretty solid. Maxed out on the four-seam and the knuckle curveball. No quirks for him. Eugenio Suarez, I love his swing in the game. 99 overall third baseman. Probably going to be seeing some people use him. 120 contact versus righties. Only 98 versus lefties. But he does have 117 clutch, and he's got max power versus each side. 70 fielding, 75 reaction and arm strength at third base for him. First pitch hitter and a situational hitter. Yohan Duran gets a 99 overall closing pitcher card now with the Phillies. Max hits per 9, max pitching clutch, 4-seam splitter, knuckle curveball, and a sweeper first pitch mix. You see the velo in the top right. Control actually not looking too bad for him, and the pitch break looking insane. This is going to be disgusting. Outlier on his 4-seam, outlier on his splitter. That's going to be disgusting. And right now going for 30 to 40,000 stubs. That's not that bad for a 99 reliever. A potential end game card, not necessarily saying it's end game, but probably going to be seeing people using them for a while. I like Duran cards. And the final card in the pack, switch hitting Leodalis DeVries. Also plays second base, but as a shortstop primary. 120 and 106 for the contact numbers. 102 and 97 for the power numbers. 90 vision, 115 clutch, 87 fielding, 88 arm strength, 86 arm accuracy, reaction, and speed for him. No quirks, but a good way to end the pack. I'm guessing he's going to be the most expensive guy in the pack. Wait, is he the topper? Oh, dude. They know what they're doing, man. They know what they're doing, making him the topper. The other 99's the rare round. Like, they know exactly what they're doing, but it is what it is. We got some moments. Let's see how these are going. If anyone wants to see these, not going to spend a ton of time on how to earn progress in the program. I'm going to just go through that real quick, and then we're going to check out the collection, the showdown, the conquest, new diamonds in there. We also have the spotlight diamonds. So a lot of cards to still go over, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 moments, 5 points apiece. I believe that's 60 of the 150 points you need. You got program PXP missions, 500 for pitchers, 350 for the position players, 5 points apiece. With 5,000 PXP, you get 10 points in the program. Any new thread series, that could be the old ones too. Any mode in Diamond Dynasty, 3,500 PXP gets you 10, 2,500 gets you 5, 1,500 gets you 5 points in the program. We have optional PXP mission, any Correa, Castro, Mason Miller, DeVries, Duran, Suarez, Bieber, Doval, O'Hearn, Soto, Dustin May, and Charlie Morton is going to get you 5 points for those one-time PXP missions. You have optional collections for the packs. 50 points if you collect the 98s, 100 if you collect the 99s, including the topper DeVries. We have a collection of Showdown and the Conquest. I want to start with the Showdown, and then we'll go to the Conquest, then we'll go to the collection. But the Showdown, you're going to be going off against 98 overall Ryan Helsley, and you get Ryan Helsley by beating this new Showdown. So let's go ahead and take a look at his overall. Now, the way that I like to find these cards is I just go and search right here in my inventory. I'll do Hells. I'm not going to type in the whole thing. He should pop up and be findable pretty easily. Let's check out 98 Ryan Helsley. Maybe I'll use him too. I've never been a big fan of Ryan Helsley cards though, but 112 hits per 9, max pitching clutch, 4-seam slider, 12-6 curve and a cutter. Velo in the top right. Control in the top right, not terrible, but also not the best of the best. The break is kind of nasty. Maxed down on the 4-seam and slider, not bad on everything else. And no surprise, he does have outlier on his 4-seam fastball. Again, you get him by beating the new threads Showdown. And we also have a new Conquest map with a lot of new diamonds in here as well. So some grindable diamonds. I'm very surprised to see not even one 99 from the new threads Conquest, but I guess we got one on the at the end of the program, and we got some of the collection as well. But let's just go ahead. We're gonna press Y or triangle, take a look at the goals. So if you have 25 territories, you get a show pack. If you capture the Cubs stronghold, then you get 97 Taylor Rogers. Wait, did both Tyler and Taylor Rogers get traded? They're brothers, right? Are they twins? I don't even know, man. Maybe they're not related. That'd be real stupid to me if they're not, but I'm pretty sure they are. 121 hits per 9, 116 pitching clutch, sinker, sweeper, cutter, and a 4-seam fastball for the pitch mix. That velo in the top right, control in the top right, and the break in the top right. Solid besides that cutter for Taylor Rogers. If you beat the Twins stronghold, you get Taj Bradley. Starting pitcher, 4-seam cutter, splitter, and a 12-6 curve. 103 hits per 9, only 97 clutch. And the velo in the top right, control in the top right, break in the top right for him. The break looking to be his best attributes. He also has break outlier. Little man just completed the program. I haven't even finished going over all the new cards, and he's already completed the program. That's kind of wild. If you own 2 strongholds, then you get a you get a free pack. Did we have one of these in the program? We definitely did because I went over the cards. So you get a pack from the program. It looks like a pack from the Conquest map. That's huge. Love to see that. So I'm wishing y'all some good pack luck. Hopefully you could pull that topper, Leodolise DeVries. If you take over the Dodgers stronghold, you get a Brock Stewart, 97 overall reliever, 118 hits per 9, 113 pitching clutch. I don't think I've ever seen one drop with so many pitchers that have worse pitching clutch than their hits per 9. But four-seam sweeper, circle change, cutter, and sinker is going to be nasty for a righty reliever. He has the velo in the top right, control in the top right, not looking too bad. Break looking pretty solid besides that four-seam fastball for Brock Stewart. If you beat the Yankee stronghold, you get this David Bednar, four-seam, 12-6 curve, and a splitter. Max pitching clutch for him, 111 hits per 9. The velo in the top right, control in the top right for the three-pitch mix, looking real good for David Bednar. The break maxed down in the four-seam for him. And you have another pack. So 2 packs, my fault. 2 packs from the Conquest map, 1 from the program, 3 total packs. I think that's huge. I don't know if they've ever given us this many packs. Maybe it seems huge because they've never done it, but I like it, man. I'm glad instead of just 1 free pack, we get 3 today. I really like to see that. And that's for having 4 total strongholds beats. You get a Freddie Fermin for taking down the Padres stronghold, 97 overall catcher. High contact, low power, 70 power though versus each side. Still going to be hitting you some bombs. 90 fielding, 88 blocking, 86 reaction, 85 arm strength with 99 arm accuracy. And he does have the catcher pop time quirk. So a contact hitting, really good fielding catcher card. Beautiful. That honestly, this might be one of the better 97s if you don't want super high power. Like, this is a good 97 catcher card because 70 power could still hit you some bombs. And I feel like not all 97s are built the same, but if you finish the entire map, in addition to everything else we've seen, you also get 5,000 XP and a 98 overall Ramon Laureano left fielder. Also plays center and right field. 115 contact versus righties, 93 versus lefties, 106 power versus righties, 100 versus lefties, 75 vision, 101 clutch, 99 arm accuracy, 90 arm strength for him. He excels at hitting fastballs. That is the new Threads Conquest map. And if I'm not mistaken, that's all of the new Threads content. We're not done with content today. I don't think there's a new mini season. I don't think there's a new Diamond Quest. I believe it's... Oh, yeah. No, we didn't check the collection. My fault. I'm glad I didn't forget this. We do have a new collection today. So let's go ahead and see the new Threads collection. You need to collect 60 cards for the final reward. I'm sitting at 31, so I'm real interested to see how many of these other cards you need. I sold Kenley Jansen, but maybe I should not have. And Mason Miller. So the collections are all 99s. At least, hopefully, I'm going to count some of the cards before we check out the other stuff. But hopefully, by doing the program, by doing the Conquest map, hopefully you're able to get close to Correa, if not to Correa. I'm guessing you won't be able to get him, but... 99 Mason Miller, closing pitcher card, max hits per 9, strikeouts per 9, pitching clutch, velo, and break. Four-seam slider, circle change. You see the velo in the top right, the control. It's not his specialty, but it's also not terrible. Pitch break, max down on the slider for Mason Miller. He has outlier on his four-seam fastball. Willie Castro. I mean, they know what they're doing. With Leodolise DeVries, the topper, with Willie Castro, one of the higher collection cards, they know exactly what they're doing, man. That is a... probably highly sought after card, huh? Switch hitting left fielder. Also plays second, third, short, center, and right field. 103 contact versus righties, max versus lefties, 100 power versus righties, 116 versus lefties, 85 vision, max clutch on the card, 82 fielding, 76 reaction, 75 speed, 78 arm accuracy, 90 arm strength, and he's also a bad ball hitter, one of, if not the best quirks to have in the game. And that's your collect 55. And then we have Carlos Correa, collect 60, 99 overall, brand new Houston Astro, third baseman, also plays short with 94 fielding, 92 reaction, 90 arm accuracy, 93 arm strength, 71 speed. On the hitting side of things, 112 contact versus righties, 120 versus lefties, 110 power versus righties, 105 versus lefties, 90 vision, 115 clutch. Breaking ball hitter, first pitch hitter, among some other quirks. And those are your new collections. Again, we're not done going over the new content today. That's just the new Threads stuff, unless there's like a chase card or a headliner. We'll check that here in a second. But I want to count how many cards there are here. We got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 52, 56, 60, 64. So you need all but 4 cards if you want to get Correa. I didn't buy the new Threads cards like Belly when he was super cheap, and I'm kind of wishing I would have. I mean, after the trade deadline came out, I didn't expect them to drop a program because they didn't do it within the first few days, which is what I thought they would do. And then I kind of thought that they would give us some of the packs here in the program to lower the price of some of these guys. But with that being said, I would not be surprised if within the next week or two, you're going to see some way that the price of these cards comes down. Whether it's a pack on a Conquest map, a program, whatever it is, I just don't expect these guys to be the same price a week, 2 weeks from now. But we'll have to wait and see. And let's check the shop real quick before we check out the Spotlight stuff. It looks like there is maybe a new Chase card. We have our August Spotlight. We'll get to that in a second. Headliner, Joe Torre is still here. And the new Chase card. Dude, I love George Brett cards. Why do they keep making the Chase cards the ones that I want, man? George Brett, 99 overall, another Hall of Fame series card. He's got max contact versus each side, 100 power versus righties, 93 versus lefties, max vision, max clutch, 70 speed, 87 fielding, 80 reaction, 85 arm strength, 86 arm accuracy, unfazed, dead red, breaking ball hitter, bad ball hitter, the literal best 4 hitting quirks you can have. George Brett is an absolute gooner. Oh my God, man. I got some Ketel Martes I can sell. Hopefully his price is doing okay, but that's wild, man. Oh, they keep making the Chase cards, these cards that I really, really want, but I don't really want to spend the stubs on it, man. It's wild, but let's check out some more new diamonds. The August Spotlight program. Let's go ahead and see what we have here. We have a 97 overall Topps Now Liover Peguero to start this. 92 and 101 contact, 100 and 106 power numbers. We also have April Spotlight drop too. So apparently these cards were getting super high in price. And I guess that's why they've been giving us these cards, is to bring down the price of some of these cards, because apparently they were super expensive. But we have a 97 Eli White, right fielder. 96 and 90 for the contact numbers. 103 and 100 power numbers. 99 speed for this 97 Topps Now Eli Whites. We got 5,000 XP. Anthony Volpe, 99 overall Spotlight Series card. 102 contact versus righties. Max versus lefties. Max power versus righties. 105 versus lefties. 84 vision. 109 clutch. 81 speed. Only 66 fielding. 50 arm accuracy. So not the best shortstop, but he's a pretty good hitting card. We also have the August Spotlight pack number 1. Yanquiel Fernandez. 116 contact and power versus righties. 88 contact versus lefties, 96 power versus lefties for this first 97 Topps Now card in the pack. We also have JP Crawford getting a card, 107 and 115 for the contact, 97 and 113 for the power, 95 vision, 118 clutch, only 64 fielding for this shortstop, but he is a bad ball hitter. Our final Topps Now card of the day is Hurston Waldrep, 116 hits per 9, max pitching clutch for the 97 reliever, sinker, 12-6 curve, cutter, splitter, and a slider. That velo in the top right, control looking solid in the top right, pitch break, max down on the 12-6 curve and the splitter for him. We got 2 99s. First is going to be Warming Barnabel. What a name, man. A crazy name. I want a Barnabel jersey. 107, 113 contact, 100 and 103 for the power, 92 vision, 111 clutch, 81 fielding for this 99 overall. Also plays second and third base, 81 speed for him. Our final Spotlight Series card of the day, Aaron Savali gets a 99 starting pitcher card. Cutter, sinker, curve, slider, and a splitter. The velo in the top right. The control in the top right looks insane for him. The break maxed down on 3 of his 5 pitches, 97 on the cutter, only 75 on the sinker, no quirks for him. But not a bad looking Aaron Savali card. We got some moments, 3 points apiece in the program. If you want to look at any of those, we got some drop 1 missions with Spotlight Series and Topps Now cards, things like that. The Eli White, the Peguero. We got some stat missions, 5 points apiece, besides the bottom 2 are 7 points. We got some July Spotlight missions. We have the optional Spotlight pack collections like usual, the Lightning collections, and then the Extreme Moments. Hit 3 homers. Mickey Moniak, Hunter Goodman, Jordan Beck go back to back to back just like they did for 30 points in the program. Let's see the collections though. Is there anything in here right now? Typically there's not early on, but I feel like we might as well at least check it out for the Lightning stuff. Retro Lightning, nah, nothing in here so far, but we'll see that updated as time goes on. And I don't think I missed anything. Oh, wait, no, we got multiplayer drop. Or, yeah, the drop number 2. So I could be wrong, but I think we got some new missions in here. Yeah, we got a second drop of missions in here. 5 homers, 20 extra base hits, 100 runs for some extra XP. I don't think any of those exchanges are new. I guess we can go ahead and see the multiplayer program real quick and check out those missions. We also should have a new 99 in here. Yeah. Edgar Martin. Oh, wait, did we get 2 99s? Is he new? Yeah, so new 99 overall, Edgar Martinez, dog. A lot more 99s than I thought. We got a ton of new cards today. Way more than I thought we would. But max contact for Edgar Martinez versus both sides. 100 power versus righties. 107 versus lefties. 100 vision. Max discipline. Max clutch. For the third baseman, he's got 68 fielding and arm strength. Typically, I think he played DH, but first base is the secondary. 49 speed. Breaking ball hitter. Situational hitter. First pitch. Dead red for some of his quirks. And then we have a new Threads 2.0 pack in here. We got a flawless rewind pack available. I think you could probably get to the premier choice pack. Could you get to 150? I'm actually really not sure, but we got some PXP with starters, relievers, closers, Hall of Fame series, some extra base hits, 200 total bases, and a 99 overall cool Papa Bell switch hitting card. A lot of new switch hitters today too, I guess. Starting pitcher, also though, plays first, left, center, and right field. He's a two-way player. These are his pitching attributes. You see the velo in the top right, four-seam curveball, palm ball, and screwball. The control maxed out on that curve. The pitch break pretty well rounded. Hitting side of things, he's got 120 contact versus righties, 117 versus lefties, 78 and 80 for the power numbers, 95 vision, 120 clutch, max bunting and drag bunting, speed and stealing, 88 fielding, 88 reaction. A very, very good two-way player. Obviously not probably as good at pitching as he is at hitting, but a really good two-way player as part of the new multiplayer program. That's actually crazy. I kind of forgot about that, but I'm glad I didn't forget about it in the video. And now I think we covered everything. New Threads 2.0 program pack collection showdown conquest map. We have the multiplayer drop 2 double PXP going on. And coming later on August 12th, a new Diamond Quest and a Conquest, as well as a new events. On August 15th, the fielding speed and pitch type roster update, as well as the new mini seasons and double XP. And the Signature Series signs on. So it looks like we're going to start getting some more Signature Series cards, all coming the 12th and then the 15th. As always, drop a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for daily videos, and I can't wait to see your thoughts on the new cards. Who are you most excited for? Let me know down in the comment section. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you have a great weekend, and hopefully I'll see you in tomorrow's daily MLB 25 video.